Hello and welcome to Market Wrap with Raja. Today is the 3rd of November 2020 and the way the markets are behaving, they are definitely not giving up. But then hey, what's really happening? The focus is not on Mukesh Ambani, the focus is not on HDFC, the focus is not on any other stocks in Indian markets, but it is on US elections. Yes, US elections are at the center stage, they are driving up or weakening the currency. They are driving up the overall global markets into a frenzy. And we got to see what we really need to do under this scenario. Would the markets go up? Would the markets go down? And the most important question is, would Trump blow the trumpet of Joe Biden, or would Joe Biden bid goodbye to Trump? That's what we are going to see today. And I'm also going to be sharing with you a very interesting chart, and we'll discuss more about this particular US elections itself through technical analysis. So hang on till the end. It's going to be a fun and interesting discussion. All right. So now what I'll be doing is I'll be taking you into the charts and we'll be discussing through our chart setups and also find out what are the key levels to watch out for and also some interesting levels which you can consider for the way ahead. So what you're seeing right now on the charts is the chart of Nifty, and you can see the charts of Nifty, how it is structured right now, and you can very clearly see that the Nifty charts are trying to go down, but they are unable to do so. And the way you can see here that there is a good divergence being seen here, and you can see that the divergence which I had shown you yesterday, it is continuing to work. And let me just show you the divergence on the charts. You can see here that the divergence is working very well. You got the nice breakout here, and I had spoken about 11725 on the SGX Nifty, and that also has managed to go above that zone. You can see here that right now SGX Nifty is trading as 11,820. So yes, the breakout above 11725, we had spoken about levels of 11850 as a possibility, and yes, SGX Nifty helped us to move along that path. And this gap up opening clearly indicated that yes, the bullish setup is very much in progress, and we are seeing some positive frame of mind on the Nifty. So Nifty definitely is looking to get set for some upside. How far can it go? I envisage a level of 11,900, which is the possibility. But then why don't we take some help from our friend NeoTrader? So let's go down to NeoTrader. This is the NeoTrader here, and you can see that on the NeoTrader, you are seeing that there is a pivot level around 11770, and there is also a confluence around 11,700. You can see here 11,700 and your S1 at 11,700 and your in midweek pivot. So your multi-day pivot is at 11,700, and if you take a look at the options chain, 11,700 is the maximum pain point, and that seems to be a very interesting spot. So unless 11,700 is given away right now, that seems to be the nearest support which one should be looking for. And yes, we have good upside also possible here, and that could go all the way till 11,936. You can see here that is your R3. Your R3 is coinciding with the R2 of the multi-day. So yes, once again we have a 100-point upside possibility. On the downside, until 11,700 is lost, previous resistance becomes support. So 11,700 to 725 would be a good area to buy into, and until 11,700 is given away on an end of day basis, you should not worry about the same. And that's what is the clue which I'm getting from Nifty. So now let's also take a look at the Bank Nifty. This is the Bank Nifty setup here. I have been showing you this chart for quite some time now, and you can see here that there was a strong resistance zone around this median line. This is the daily chart. I have used a tool called as Pitchfork, and the median line proved to be a very important strong resistance zone. It was coinciding, the Fibonacci levels were also coinciding, and I had spoken about the levels of 25,000, which is a supply point. But now with the strong display of the banks, Even today, there was a good display. Realty had some profit booking, but then the banks, PSU banks, and the private banks, they all have been doing well. And today, ICICI banks also came out with their results, and the combination of the banking sector, especially the private banks, have helped Bank Nifty stage this fantastic breakout. Now you can see here with the median line exceeded with a nice long body candle, you can see that there's a strong push to the upside. How much up? It can possibly go towards 26,500. So the maximum pain point in Bank Nifty is around 24,500, where there is a lot of concentration of position. So unless 24,500 is given away, you don't have to worry. Any pullback towards 24,000 can be 24,500 to 25,000 is a good area to buy into if there is a sharp pullback. Otherwise, for those looking to buy on an intraday pullback, 25,000 is the level. So 25,000 is our first level of support. 24,500 is the next level of support. And yes, this week could be a very exciting week as the Bank Nifty has really powered. If you have seen my previous videos, if you have not, then do go and take a look. And if you're watching my videos for the first time, I would like you to go ahead and subscribe to this channel and like my videos, give some comments, because this kind of structured analysis is not done anywhere on the internet. And I have spoken about these levels, and these levels are now coming into action. Bank Nifty was at the epicenter of this move, and Bank Nifty is taking the charge up. It is driving up the Nifty, and tomorrow, looking at the way Bank Nifty is behaving, the whole play is now on Bank Nifty, and you can see more upside. But to what level? The levels are around 26,500 on the upside, 24,500, and 25,000 on the downside. So your levels are set, the index is set. So preference is Bank Nifty, and then we go to Nifty. IT index could be taking a breather. You can look at pullback into some good stocks like TCS, Coforge has given a good pullback around 2150 to 2170. So that could be a stock to watch out for in the coming sessions, as I find that that's a very, very good aggressive stock. And from the IT space, I would definitely prefer a buy in Coforge. And now let's go down and take a look at the interesting setup which I have on for Bank Nifty on the NeoTrader. So if you take a look at the NeoTrader, you can see here that on the NeoTrader you are having this currently Bank Nifty is just a shade below the pivot zones. And if you take a look at the pivot levels, we have room till 26,500, which is also in consonance with the R3. R3 is at 26,300. That will be your first level of resistance. Then 26,500. On the downside, you have got 25,110. Because of the pace of movement in Bank Nifty, you are not having much of confluence zones in the Bank Nifty. But overall, Bank Nifty seems to be more powerful, and we should be looking tomorrow with a positive frame of mind. But then everything depends on the event of the day, which is the US elections. And if you go and take a look at the US elections, I did some bit of analysis, and I used this concept, and I found out that on TradingView they have a chart, and they have a chart on the way the Trump betting is happening. You can see here, this is how the Trump betting is happening. You can see that after September there has been a strong decline, and you can see here that Trump chart is moving in a consolidation. And also, if you take a look at the ADX, which speaks about the trend, there is no clear signal emerging from the Trump chart. But then if I go and take a look at the Biden chart is on an upward trajectory. It is making a higher high, higher low, while Trump made a lower low, lower high. So in the area of technical analysis, you can see applying technical analysis to any trend is possible. And that's what I'm showing you today, that the charts of Trump are indicating that it could be a possible bid of goodbye by Joe Biden to Trump. And Biden is looking all set for glory. You can see here he is making a higher high, higher low. And also, if you take a look at the ADX and DMI, the plus DMI is gaining. So trended moves are emerging from Joe Biden. So the between if you weigh between Joe Biden and Trump, the answer is pretty obvious. But then I also did some more study and I found out this particular chart. You can see here there is a symmetrical triangle breakdown. You can see here on the charts of Trump, there is a symmetrical triangle breakdown, and that is indicating that Trump is trying to do something. I don't know what he's going to do, but he's trying to do something and trying to revive his fortunes. While you can see here, there is a triangle breakout to the upside, symmetrical triangle breakout to the upside in the charts of Joe Biden. So you can see here that the charts of Joe Biden are definitely very encouraging, and what you are seeing right now is a definite chart of how the markets are going to play. I showed you a chart of Joe Biden and Trump. Some key takeaways of technical analysis, combining it with the current flavor of the world, so to say. And this is what I wanted to share with you as part of today's edition of Market Wrap. Thank you for watching this video. This is Raja Venkatraman signing off. I'm the co-founder of NeoTrader and also a trading influencer. I've been in the markets for more than 15 years, happily married with a loving wife and an energetic son who keeps me on the run just like the markets. Thank you. Have a good day. Stay safe. Stay healthy.